We just need a game to save us. A game to save us! The game looks really good. Yeah, it might be wraps. Oh my gosh. What was that?
The potential to be something big. And I am excited.
Oh my god, 360s. Hold up. I could cry. I could cry. We are going to be looking at the new extraction shooter here, the Marathon. We got Marathon. I'm sure you guys know a little bit about it. It's the new Bungie game. You know me. You know me. We love extraction shooters. Yeah, I play a lot of Tarkov, and Tarkov is like so much fun. I think genuinely Tarkov is like one of my like top 5 games I've ever played in my entire life. It's genuinely one of the best games ever. Marathon, it kind of looks a little bit like the Cycle from the things that I've seen. I forget who, I think Guild said it was kind of like Destiny, like the way it looks. So I haven't looked at a single thing. Nami sent me a lot of trailers and stuff like that. Didn't look at any of it because you know me. Save it for stream, save it for the content. So this is first looks. Let's watch some gameplay.
Blood pumping.
Got him.
That boy Lupo. He got the stash.
Down the ball again and 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 again.
It's game changing. It is literally game changing.
It's literally game changing. So you get your primary, secondary, you get your equipments as usual. Looks like you get a shield. I hope everyone doesn't get a shield. I think that's like one thing I dislike about games where you get like 1 life. I don't know, shield kind of seems like if you're out of position you just pop a shield, that just seems kind of lame. So I hope that's not the case. It also looks like every item has like a value on it. I don't know if I like that. Like it's good, don't get me wrong, like it's good to know like how much something's worth, but I think that's like also the fun part about the game, you know, like picking up an item and not knowing if it's worth something or not, you know, and then bringing out a bunch of loot and then you realize, oh wow, this thing is, you know, not expensive, you know.
Okay, I am ready and up. Whatever you two are.
Shield, backpack, core, implants. The actual shield you hold is one character. I see.
Some money is right next to it.
I don't know. I think in extraction shooters, like the whole point of the extraction shooter is that there needs to be like skill, right?
Yep.
Knowing what to loot and all that stuff.
I didn't actually.
Wait. Okay, I was gonna.
So.
I was gonna say.
There is fall damage, and it is severe if you.
There is. I got a mod earlier that like drastically reduced it though.
I was gonna say this guy just jumped off the building.
I may have just exploded my kneecaps.
If you dash right before you hit the ground, don't take
it saves it.
It'll break the fall, yeah.
Okay, good comms. You can cancel the fall damage. Ooh, it looks kind of smooth.
Inside the little shrubbery.
Game looks a little dark though. Maybe you turn that up. Actually, well, maybe not. Maybe it's kind of good to not be able to see like fully. What if there's team damage? I feel like there would be team damage. Are you gonna try Marathon? Yeah, I'll probably try it.
I hit one for the kill, but I'm 1-2.
Wait, those players? Those were players. Wait, it's actually kind of hard to tell what's a player and not a player. I'm sure.
That's all of them.
Oh wait, melee? Okay. Wait, the guns don't look like they do a lot of damage. Why does it take so long to kill AI? I don't know, the Lupo is locked.
That's a purple one.
But you can revive yourself. That's pretty cool. It's gonna be a little bit annoying to do with that. Wait, this guy's got the recoil control. Hold up, hidden. Oh my gosh.
What'd you have on your little guy?
Oh, one of the guys you killed had just been weapons on him. Poor guy.
Yeah, boy, got 300 bones on him.
I'm unlocking the box.
15 minutes on a raid?
Yeah, I dropped it.
It's kind of short, no? Maybe it was a little bit more. Maybe it was like 20 minutes.
They've got long shots and
Is it me or like it? I would assume maybe it's probably because they just don't have good weapons or good attachments.
oh
Doesn't seem like.
yeah. That's gotta be. It's gotta be.
Ooh, wait a minute.
There's a loot up there. Huge absolute.
He's absolute big calm.
Oh my god, I'm almost dead. Just realised.
Where are they?
They're on the balcony. Like south 200.
I feel like it doesn't do a lot of damage. Oh my god. Oh my god, we're shooting. Wait. No way that was Lupo's play. There's no way that was his play. He sprinted 1 HP with shield and then double shotgun. Yeah. Yeah, that just made me angry. That just made me fucking angry.
Yeah, don't underestimate this guy.
Oh my gosh. Big nade. The movement looks clean though. There's different tier colors for weapons as well as attachments and gold attachments. Also, weapon. You can make them the Halo 1 pistol.
I don't see anybody over there yet.
Okay.
That's a guy. Yeah, he's
One nade right here and they both die.
Sniped a sniper.
yeah, right on me. This player. I mean, very weak up there.
But this dash ability looks cool.
I'm underneath.
Are they where we got down? Nice.
Yeah.
Knocked one.
I think we're gonna need to nerf the shorty.
No, if they're close.
There might need to be an adjustment.
Oh. There. You got eyes? Yeah, A1. Oh, is that him up there? Is that him up there? Is he upstairs inside? Yes, sorry, he was.
They said it won't be an alpha, but the dev team is obsessed with the idea of super high tier look.
Where's that USAC?
Oh, here's super high tier loot. I see.
I think they kind of built a ringer group, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm feeling pretty confident.
They built God squads, you could say. I feel like we might be the God squad.
That was good. That was a good run.
But have they seen Shroud?
We got knives from AI.
Have they seen Tsunami? I think the healing takes forever though. Just from looking at it. I don't know if there's gonna be some better ones, but the healing does look kind of slow.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh! What was that? Yo, that boy.
Yeah. Something's
Wait, he's sucking him. He's sucking him. Hold up.
Purple shield.
UESC reinforcement signal detected.
I found a purple enemy. I heavy knifed it 4 times and had to dump a full mag into it.
Really?
Yeah.
Think rat.
Okay.
Yay.
I don't want the conquest. LMG. I should take it, but I don't want it.
I mean, it is kind of nice that it shows how much the value is on the gun when you're looting like this. Like I said, I do think it takes out the value, like it takes out like the skill of the game of knowing like what's good and what's bad. You know what I mean? And I don't know if the game has like insurance fraud, or insurance in general. But if somebody like doesn't know if something's good, you might be able to get your items back. You know what I mean? But if it's like, oh wait, this one says it's $500, of course you're gonna take it. You know what I mean?
One is broken.
I do like how there's like abilities. I mean, I think Psycho was fun. I don't remember Psycho having abilities, but I think if Psycho's had abilities, it would be pretty cool. With the dash and all that stuff, makes room for a lot of like outplay. So it's kind of similar to Apex. Let's say they have like 2 abilities, maybe like an ult.
Found him.
Actually, I don't like an ult. It's probably just like 2 abilities.
Prepare for increased hostile action.
Glitch is moving. Glitch is moving.
Behind, yeah, Glitch is behind you at the moment. White shield, white shield.
Oh, she's scared. She's scared.
Down. Down.
Very good.
Very, very nice. I called the purple.
Nice. Ooh, so like that, right? It says it costs 585 bucks, right? Okay, wait, hold on. What are we doing? What are we looting? We have a gun that's 90 bucks and we're not picking up the 600 one? RB trolling. This sniper looks really cool though. Oh my god, those hit scan too. Oh, this might be a DMR. It looks like a sniper though.
Yeah. I was on this ping. If I had headshot that second one, you would have died.
It is a sniper, it has 5 bullets. But that bolt, like, the shoot was actually really fast though.
Yeah.
AI.
There's sniper
still
glint
there?
too? Yeah, I saw that earlier.
Oh, someone just broke glass and jumped right here. Downed him.
Oh my god.
Alert. Profit opportunity detected.
Like this, like, bro. Nah, shields have got to go.
Yeah.
Updated. Mark
That's nice. Has a map.
I need to find a data card there.
Profit opportunity updated.
I feel like most distraction shooters don't have a map. Did the cycle have a map? I don't remember. I think it did. I think a map is not bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna go around and go for this end of complex because they are in the middle.
Yeah. Yep.
You have to pull it up though. No minimap. Yeah. No minimap is fine.
I would really love high ground on this.
'Cause if you have a minimap, that means you have radar. And no one wants radar. Radar's just dumb.
Oh, right here.
This game is supposed to be launching with 3 playable maps, which is pretty neat. Pretty cool.
Slowed down, but careful those boot shields, by the way.
Right there, so down.
Is 18 players enough for like good enough PvP? I wonder.
I'm also dead.
Yeah, you knocked the one guy. The last guy is like around.
I knocked
on
one.
me. Yeah. Holy.
Hey, we popped the invis.
Well, he had a self-res. There's 2 of them. There's 2 of them. Oh no!
I can't reload. I couldn't
Oh my gosh. Wait, he just killed him blind. Oh my gosh. My brother had no ammo. He said can't reload.
Everyone has a self-res.
You see them we get close? Ah, I see. It's kind of like one of those like the glint, or not the glint, like the it like becomes
We're moving away from us though.
like seeable. I know what you mean.
Where we killed that other team.
The sniper does look sick.
Oh, I see.
I'm excited to use a sniper. I hope it owns. Like a one tapper. Sheesh.
Okay, okay.
We got a boost to jump up. That's kind of insane.
I was no right that way. France.
Can I get that? I want to get that 360, dude.
Dead.
It's 2 knocks.
I pull my rocket, so...
Where is...
One tap on the chip exotic. Yeah.
On green. I've not seen the green, the third one. So rocket fire.
Oh, we're doing 360 to bow now. That's how we feel?
I was very overkill for a down
Oh,
player.
here we go. Right here. I'm in this.
You nipped me.
Damn. From that range? He kills him from that range, 2-tap?
Oh yeah.
And I will get you up. Come here. Get you up. Come here.
Thank
You. Thank you, boys. I appreciate that. I needed that.
Yes, yes, of course.
Hey, this guy's got loot. Yeah, the double barrel does look broken.
Alright, exfil, and yeah, we should exfil right now, and that way we can queue before they yell at us. Get this guarded one. It's right next to us.
Yeah, I'm down.
Not too bad.
I'm gonna queue this because they told us not to queue past 45. So if we can get out and requeue.
Yeah, go.
Yeah, get out now.
Oh, players. Yeah, players.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, owning.
Whoa. Oh,
Right side. Nice. Wait, where are they?
The timer on the screen, maybe I defend for 10 seconds. Is that what it is? These players, those are definitely AI.
Trying to take those out so they don't kill you.
no, you take the alone. Yeah, I'm inside. I'm good. Not bad.
No, I can't do it. I just go.
Oh, right here,
Oh,
right
you
here.
good then?
Yep.
Boy.
18 seconds.
Get out. Get to the expo.
10 minutes remaining.
People just trying to farm, bruh.
A minute, 10 seconds, 10
minutes
seconds.
remain.
Yeah, I got you. I'm here. Cheeky little last minute squad wipe.
Yeah. They may have been ratting it there a little bit. Oh, either that or we just rolled up at the wrong time. They were already there.
Not bad.
The big items, the big drops, the stuff that's like really high value, they're like, I have to get this out.
This might if I'm playing Lucas or Void or Glitch. If I've got a better
Need LED X's?
there's no other extraction shooter like that where I can have that kind of gameplay.
When people find out about some of the secrets and stuff, they are going to lose their mind.
Playing so far has just been refreshing, I'd like to say. Everything felt really locked in.
This being sort of the next full Bungie experience is an exciting moment.
The game is inherently fun. I just want to play more.
Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Coming September 23rd. I mean, it looks pretty good, I ain't gonna lie. I would say the gunplay looks pretty good. It looks like the guns have enough recoil to make it like somewhat difficult, and then also just the TTK does look really high, but I mean, from what people are saying, it looks like the attachments and everything like that is what makes it like stronger. And I do remember Cycle being like that if you added like the blue or purple attachments. So yeah, when you get like exotic weapons, I'm sure they just do more damage and then they fry. So that's pretty good. I mean, I think the loot, I still kind of go with what I said. It's kind of nice to have the loot be able to tell you how much something costs. But I also think that takes away like the fun and the skill of learning, because you know what I mean, like an extraction shooter is all about looting, and if they just kind of teach you everything about the looting and all you have to do is just loot, I don't know. Not sure. It does make it a lot easier for like the casuals. That's kind of what it always does, is just make the casuals be able to play a little bit easier. And that's also not a bad thing, because you know, like more casual players there are, the better. But I do think to separate like the really good grinding players to like the casual players, you know, like the knowledge gap. Yeah, I think that like having a knowledge gap in an extraction shooter is like so huge, and maybe they want to get rid of that. But I think it's like important, because that's how you know the difference between a good and bad player. So yeah, I mean that's pretty good, pretty solid. I'm not gonna lie. You know, the skills, the skills and abilities look pretty decent. I think I'm gonna probably play the movement character, the boosting with the shotgun. You know me, tap strafe around a corner. Don't think I'm gonna play the shield guy unless, yeah, no, just will not be catching me on the shield guy at all. Maybe, but I don't know. There's also like an AoE. Like there was one that kind of he pushed out. Oh, the movement guy is the shield guy. I'm on shield duty, guys. I'm on shield duties actually. I actually love the shield guy. Shield guy's my favorite character. There's another one that shot like a like an AoE thing. That's pretty cool. Oh my god, you beat triple shields? Yeah. 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 Yeah, I mean, I think the main thing about extraction shooter is one, they need to make their AIs like good / somewhat hard where you can die to them, but not too crazy. You know, because it looks like the time to kill them was pretty harsh. The healing looked like it took forever just to heal a little bit. So hopefully that's like just because they just have fresh accounts and maybe they don't have like the best meds. But yeah, healing looked really hard. I don't know if there's like a lot of outplay potential. You know what I mean? Like if you get shot to 1 HP, you're kind of just dead. Like that guy's just gonna throw his ability or throw his nade on you. And that's kind of what makes the cycle a little bit like better, in my opinion, is that like you get someone at 1 HP, you have a frag grenade, you throw it at him. You know what I mean? And he could throw smoke grenades, and that's the, you know, the counter if he's going behind a cover. But in this game, you can just shoot that AoE ability, and I'm sure it does damage, and you just kill him behind a wall, which, in my opinion, I don't know. I think they need to make the healing a little bit faster so you can have like somewhat of chances to outplay. Or maybe the shield can block it. I'm not too sure, but yeah. Yeah. But I'm excited. I'm excited for that. I think it's gonna be a good game. I think the playtest is actually soon. I think it's on 21st. Am I wrong? 23rd to the 4th is when it starts. Actually, that's actually perfect timing. I have a trip on the 22nd, but yeah, then you come back and I get to play test it. That's gonna be sick. That'd be sick. This video, he explains everything in the gameplay clips he has sprinkles in. Okay, well, we watch another video right here. We got a Dr. Lupo video. He kind of explains everything here.
Obviously, as a content creator, I can give my input and my responses and give opinions, but I'm not a developer. I don't know the ins and outs, the complexity of what they're doing, so just do me a favor, keep that in mind, okay? Probably wondering what is Marathon. It is Bungie's take on
the gameplay he shows in this one is the best.
A futuristic setting, borrowed, reimagined, rebooted. It is a futuristic version of the extraction genre that has kind of it is a futuristic.
That did like, I mean, I don't know how much the armor is, but that just took all of his armor away. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you get put down to one shot and someone just shoots that at you, I think you just die.
Of the extraction shooter genre,
you know what I mean?
That has kind of exploded. So I think Bungie took an opportunity to say, we can do that too. So let's go ahead and try it. You play in a trio. There's PvE and PvP elements across the entire game.
Yeah, that was a pretty fast match. It was about 3 seconds. Not too bad.
Different factions. There are UESC.
Yeah, it looks like a 50 armor.
Robots all over the place that are trying to keep you from digging into the leftovers of the colony from the Marathon ship, and there's going to be a ton of lore that they, I'm sure when release happens, that will be all over the game, because that's kind of what Bungie does. It is a hero shooter as well. In the alpha that we played, there are 4 different runners to play as.
Cinema glitch.
And each runner has different abilities, and they are very reminiscent of other games you may or may not have played. I got strong Delta Force combined with Apex vibes from the way that the game handles and plays.
Okay.
The other side of that, though, is this game comes with a bunch of different modifiers for the way that.
So you're telling me we're gonna farm?
You have a shield, you've got cores, you have implants that change the way that your character moves and how long they can do certain things like
it might be
wraps.
wraps.
Like that. And you have a backpack that you can expand. I believe partway through I have a mod on a double barrel shotgun that I'm running that every time you do damage with it, I get a little bit of a speed boost for a little bit of time, which does make gap closing pretty easy. So there's a lot of different things that go into this. It is going to seem overwhelming at first. do yourself a favor, slow it down. A lot of it you can probably figure out pretty easily as you watch. I'll do my best to kind of explain and talk over certain things as we go through.
There might be no controller,
and my
too.
hope here is that
Might be
you
MK
just
only.
enjoy the video. I've got high hopes for the potential of this game. I think that if Bungie sticks to what they do best while still embracing the hardcore nature of what extraction
we're just gonna,
shooters
oh yeah,
or
we're gonna put
player-based
this shit. Wait,
extraction shooters
smoke.
typically look for, I think they have a hit on their hands, and they definitely have a different aesthetic than
Where we going?
any other extraction shooter out right now. I mean, when you see it yourself,
What we
they have an
doing?
identity that I think stands out in a big way, and I had a ton of fun. Granted, it was just a day and a half roughly this time around. Only got really maybe 10 hours of playtime. I could see the vision that they have, and I desperately hope that it does well. Just like any other game that I'm given the opportunity.
It's a controller game. We'll be fighting cyborgs.
Bungie for that opportunity.
GG.
But anyway, the story or lore follows.
Did Destiny
the
have
Marathon
controller in it?
Infinity, in which you are a runner sent down to try and scrap anything
Yeah?
that is
Oh,
left
okay, well.
from the colony on Tau
That's
Ceti
just
4
GG.
with the marathon ship in orbit.
I'm down
smashed
to
to
let the game die, actually.
but you are down there scrapping together anything you can, and the UESC is trying to stop you. That's
Distraction shooter with
AI
aim
robots
assist.
you see us
Kinda
fighting
crazy.
all over the place. They're basically like security that's trying to keep us out. The runner idea of being offloaded from your consciousness into a cloud, so to say, and then reprinted if you die is actually pretty sick. They very much do. They lean into the 2-weapon system, primary, secondary. I was running a DMR and a double barrel shotgun on Locust, which seemed to feel real good. But there were all sorts of different weapon setups that'll work. The other thing you have to keep in mind too is when you start getting gold mods, which I didn't see any during either day, weapon mods specifically. But when you do get a gold, the way that it was described.
Yeah, I was confused what he was talking about the scrapping thing, but I think I understand. It's like whenever like someone picks up the gun too many times, but it just like breaks.
To us was this will change the way that the gun operates in a meaningful, positive way, and that you're gonna want to probably run that, and it might change.
I just understand
the
the
build you
moment.
run. You might change runners if you get out with it because it leans more towards maybe you play Void and you want to go stealth.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe you play Glitch and you're the double jump, being able to get on top of buildings and use it. Maybe it's a sniper mod or something like that. Or maybe you want to play a freight train and you play Locust and you just.
I
Fly.
feel like Invis is actually so good in
very
games like
much
this,
enjoy
though.
The weapon system is complicated and customizable in a way that I expect builds to be set up around them. I think they need to make the mods removable. At a cost is fine. If it's destroy the gun, something like that, I think it's still worth it. Because as it is right now, you're getting pigeonholed into one weapon if you get a good mod on it. You're like, well, I don't really want to run the shotgun anymore, but it does have the gold, and that's pretty sick. I was going to go long range, but I guess I'll keep this thing. And that doesn't feel as good, in my opinion.
That's a good
The game
point.
has a number of consumables.
That's a good point. That's a pretty good point, Lupo. Pretty good point.
There's shield and health.
I don't want to use no
regen,
goddamn
just like
shotgun.
Apex, where there's heals and segments
Unless
and stuff like that.
it's broken.
But there's also some modifiers that come with little buff items. There was one that makes it harder to target, and it kind of scrambles the visuals around you. I like that one a lot. There are a couple that remove debuffs and give you temporary buffs to the stats that mitigate those. There is a self-res. There is the Phoenix Kit style item where you full heal your HP and shield.
But you wonder
they also have
if you could
modifiers
self-res and then
for
let go.
debuffs and buff items that are you're gonna
I kind of like the Warzone where you like, get it halfway and you can pick it up.
Run for so long. There are some very good, very reliable buff consumables that when this bad boy comes out and during alpha playtest, you're going to see me abuse it a lot because they're really good. The contract system of the game, there are going to be 6 factions, each with a priority contract slot. Priority contracts are like the story missions that drive the narrative of the game, in which hopefully for this, there is a narrative that is ever present for the player, even if you skip past every intro video, because each faction has like an AI that is assigned to it that you communicate with. And they do introduce each of them as
Not
if
a
they have
fan
their
of
own
this
identity,
UI.
which I thought was pretty cool. But as you're running these contracts, the priority ones are story missions. The additional ones, the secondary contracts, are picked up by exfilling with a contract item from a run. and then it opens it, like adds one of those to whatever faction it belongs to, like New Caloric or Traxxas, that kind of thing. And then
Give
you
me
can choose to do
capturing
those instead of a
outpost
priority
quest,
contract.
yeah.
If you don't have any, or if you just want to grind rep for a certain faction, you can do that. And as you level the rep up, it unlocks additional black market pieces and potential upgrades that you can buy by turning in, we'll call them barter items and credits. You are buying things like the ability to buy green backpacks, expanded backpack from a vendor. So in order to get access to those, you do priority contracts to move the story forward, and you do the secondary contracts to basically buff your faction rep. But you can currently, in the alpha that we played, only have one contract at a time. Unlike Tarkov, where right now I have probably 500 tasks to do. You pick one and you kind of just focus on that. Is that good or bad? I don't know. It does focus down the player's attention to doing just one thing at a time, which I think will result in more runs, which is probably their goal, is get you.
I think it's fine. There's sometimes quests in like the cycle. The cycle had it where it was like a tree, you know what I mean? And like you just have to turn in items that you find on the map. So I don't think it's actually the worst thing, because you just pick up the items, turn it in. They're also the ones where you have to kill certain things in certain areas. But yeah, I think locking it in a game like this, where in my opinion it does not seem that complex. I think doing one quest or one vendor at the same time, is like the right choice, because I think legitimately, if you had a really good player, they probably finish all the vendors or contracts really quickly, and then they just snowball. You know what I mean?
Which maybe that's good. I don't know yet.
I think it slows down their progression for the people who just start, because there's no SPMM in this. So yeah, I think it's a good thing.
The look and feel of the game, it has its own identity by a landslide. It is not a gritty mill sim. It is not ultra realism. The term that they used in development that they told us about was graphic realism, and you can see from
you
the
place in the lobby depending on your run level.
Like every material is either matte or super glossy. There really isn't an in between. A lot of the buildings, the vehicles, the guns feel like they are, basic shapes with futuristic decals slapped on them. And admittedly, I love it. I actually think it looks really good because it's unique, because it's different. It's not going to be for everybody, and that's totally okay. But I see that they're going for an aesthetic that stands apart.
What's the name of this game? It's Marathon.
From every other game that's out, from Tarkov, from ABI, from Delta Force, I think they nailed it. I think they did a very good job of giving you something that just feels... It's almost jarringly different in a way that I enjoy. But to each their own. Now, I will say this. There are also some very natural things that stand out. Trees, grass, the water, all that. There's the same natural warning system that is built into a number of other extraction shooters right now. The birds flying away. Those are there to give information. If you hear the birds go off, you are going to know that there's people there. If you see the blue laser go up into the sky, that's someone exfilling. There are indicators for gameplay events.
That seemed very familiar from a different game. Just wanted to point that out there.
On top of what is one of I think one of the systems that's going to keep this game alive longer than other extraction shooters have attempted to do, and that is both randomized and player-driven in-raid events.
I'm just gonna say it too. I have not played Marathon yet, so obviously, it looks like a decent game. Like, no cap, just off through it. I can't say it's a good game, because I've never played it. But every extraction shooter is so lucky that the cycle had the worst anti-cheat in the world. It just had the worst anti-cheat. The cycle was bound to be a banger extraction shooter game. Because if the cheaters just did not ruin that game, I think they would have had a great player base.
A number of different times that we were running around, we're pushing buttons. We find a computer terminal and activate it. It's got a number on it. It's going to scan all of the other terminals in the area and mark them for you. You go and you
But this
find the
game's
same
like
number.
this right here just looks really cool. I mean, I just don't see graphics like this that often too.
Hit the buttons on it,
Oh.
and that is going to make another event spawn on the map that you
They
can
did a
go
pretty good
and
job.
push to and try and loot.
But the
There's
game
high-value
looks
targets to
really
get that have,
good.
you know, debuffs and things you have to do, systems you have to acknowledge and,
How
and
it
move
plays
along
and how
with.
it feels.
There's boss fights.
We'll see.
And I told them that to their face. And I've always been honest with them. I do think that what they have here
this
is
right here,
something that will genuinely do extremely well. If they can keep it high
Shameless.
in variety, high in variability from run to run, because that's part of why we go back to Tarkov. I talk crap about that game all day. Y'all have watched for a long time. But at the end of the day, one of the things that it is doing is every raid feels just a little different. But I do have high hopes for this game to do what it needs to do to keep the player base engaged.
I agree. I think actually that's something
seasonal
Cycle had
process
a problem with. It kind of did feel the same.
You know, if they're following through with doing
Like the first map, the first map on the Cycle, you literally just ran it down to the crystal jungle, and you just try to farm the crystals or kill the people who are farming crystals. And then the Cycle second map was like you try to fight in like the main area, like the office buildings, or like you go to like the oil area and try to kill people in the oils and stuff like that. You know, yeah, Crescent Falls, that's what it's called. You fight the big monsters. Sometimes it literally just felt like you did the same thing over and over and over. Yeah, I think you just need two really like popular areas of like high PvP and high PvE to make it where like not everyone's just beelining the same spot. You know what I mean? So if Marathon has that or intends to do that, I think that's a good thing. But yeah, if it's only just like one area has like all the main loot, the fight is just gonna be the same thing, right? You're gonna go to the buildings, you're gonna learn the angles, you're gonna learn the people doing that, you're gonna find the spots that you camp and hold the high ground, and then same thing. Eventually it does get boring.
Player base every X number of months or whatever. If that does come to fruition, like I really, really want it to, I think that's gonna help a lot. And everything else that they have in store, which I don't specifically know what I can and cannot talk about. To be quite honest with you, I don't want to break NDA or anything like that. But they have plans. They have really good long-term plans.
Oh God, that high ground is
And
insane.
one thing I think you will see from Bungie out of the gate with this game versus what has taken us years to get from BSG with Tarkov and other companies is a roadmap. Some of the plays, it got real heads up, real high reaction time. It did give me one of the things I talked about on stream with Tarkov is the adrenaline rush, the heart rate increase, and I did get that from Marathon playtest, and I haven't gotten that from a lot of games in a long time. That might be because I'm dead inside. Thanks, Nikita. Or it might be because this game actually has the potential to be something big, and I am excited.
Oh my God,
to see
360s, hold up.
Either way. I hope you enjoy. Thanks, Don, for watching. Do me a big favor. In the comments section, let me know what you're looking forward to seeing. Let me know if you have any questions. And when I do get some free time, if there's ones in there that I can swing by and answer without breaking NDA, I will try and do that. And at the end of the day, I do just hope that the game produces the feelings that people want the same way that they get it from other extraction shooters, but 10 times more. Yeah. So, thank you very much for watching. See you on the next one.
Good video. Really good video. Yeah, I mean, I agree. We just need a game to save us. A game to save us! If it's Marathon, so be it. So be it. An extraction shooter of all things too. Oh my God. I could cry. I could cry. Make a grown man cry. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I mean, Marathon looks sick. I genuinely think it's gonna honestly be a pretty good game. They just gotta make it a skillful game. I think that's what makes games more fun. You know, games like Fortnite, games like PUBG, or you know, like Valorant, League, right? Like, you need to be skill diffed in a way where like you need to learn. You know what I mean? You need to learn to get better, and it shouldn't just be mechanical skills, learning how to use the abilities or shoot your gun. You know, like there also has to be that other aspect of like, you know, what these items do, like all these quests and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. You need knowledge. You need a knowledge gap in extraction shooters. But if they provide it all, I don't know. It's hard. I feel like a map is not the worst thing in the world, because I will not lie. Learning a brand new map with no map, like, you know, UI map is pretty just like, bruh. You know what I mean? Like, where am I going? And especially if they have multiple maps, I think at that point just put a UI map in. But yeah, showing the price of all the things, you know, like if someone finds a lead X, okay, they gotta know that lead X is insane. You know what I mean? And if they don't pick it up, that's their fault. You know what I'm saying? That's their fault. It shouldn't be an indicator to be like, yo, $1 million. You know what I mean? And now they just put it in their butt. I don't know if they have a pocket system in there, but yeah, that's my opinion. I probably will play it the day it comes out. Probably play it for a little bit. Probably maybe I'll hit up like, you know, the boys, the distraction boys. I don't even know if I have access or if I will get access. I'm sure they might, you know, toss me a code or something like that. But if they don't, then GG. Then we're in Apex prison for sure. But yeah, I'm gonna go VOD review with the team. I'm gonna chill for the rest of the night. Thank you guys for watching.